Hi everybody, it's Kelly McBride here. I'm coming at you live again from St. Petersburg, Florida. I thought that before I headed down to the beach, that's right, I can actually go to the beach now and walk in the sand. Why? I've got my quantum release strips on my torn meniscus and of course they're on my spine. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about today. Today I wanted to talk about a product of ours called weight loss. It's a protein powder shake. And I want you to see right there I've made a couple of bullets. It's 90 calories per serving. It's 3 grams of carbs. And it fits right in to the ketogenic diet that a lot of people are doing these days. But what I love the most, no clumping. I don't know if any of you out there have ever consumed a protein shake where you feel like, you're eating the top of it. Well, I gotta admit, sometimes, it's felt like a little bit of a snack or a treat. But bottom line, I don't like that, when they don't mix up well and I'm chewing my protein shake. So ViiVa worked really hard to make sure that they didn't have to add the fillers and the binders that lead to the clumping. So when I say this is a clean protein, that's one of the things I'm talking about. The other thing I'm talking about is that you're able to have access to protein and its amino acids without the saturated fat and cholesterol that a lot of people try to avoid, especially if they've been told they don't have the best cholesterol profile. Okay? All right. But what I really like about this and what I think makes our protein shake really stand out in the industry is the fact that we have combined digestive enzymes and 10 different strains of probiotics in this formula. And I'm going to tell you why I think that was so freaking smart. Okay, I'm going to back up here for a minute. We all know that amino acids, some are made in the body. Those are called non-essential because we make them. And some are referred to as essential because it is absolutely important that we consume the protein that will provide those particular amino acids. Now you got to ask yourself, what do amino acids really do? Well, in the body, they come together in various profiles to manufacture protein-based substances like the human growth hormone, antibodies, hormones, collagen. These amino acids are found in a complex that makes up everything in our body. Okay? So vital that we have access to these amino acids. Now, when we put the digestive enzymes in this formula, what that meant was, as you consume this protein, the digestive enzymes work to break it down and release those amino acids. So whether you are a weekend warrior, maybe you're an elite athlete who's training really hard for an upcoming event, maybe you're somebody like me, who's in a weight loss journey, we need to have access to these amino acids, especially our athletes out there, because that they help in the recovery and the repair and the building of muscle. So I don't think I'm telling anybody they didn't know that amino acids are important, but in case someone didn't understand the role that they play, voila, I have shared that. Okay. Now, the other thing that I think was really smart was to include probiotics in with the digestive enzymes and the protein. And here's why I think that was really smart. Number one, if you're consuming this product because you're in a weight loss journey, then we know that whenever, just like our pets, whenever we make a food change, it can be upsetting to the gut. In some of our pets, we'll maybe even notice that they get diarrhea, some runny stools. And a lot of times with humans, we may notice a bit of a bloating and maybe even some constipation. We don't want that. Oh my gosh, when we think about constipation, that's uncomfortable. I'll tell you this, for every meal we take in, we sure as heck should be losing another one. If we eat 3 times a day, It's one meal in, one meal out. If you are a person who says, man, I am regular like clockwork, I go every single morning, we've got backup in a very warm environment that loves to generate toxins from all that backed up material. That's not good. Because I'll tell you what, those toxins over time, they're going to make their way into the bloodstream. And boy, are we going to feel like crap. No pun intended, but we sure are going to feel awful. So, one time I was doing a lecture. I don't know, there were a couple hundred people there, and we were talking about probiotics, and I think I asked the crowd, how many in this room today would say you are regular? And this gentleman stood up, and he raised his hand, and when he stood up, he didn't have a fat belly. He had an enormous extended belly. And when he told me that he went every morning like clockwork, silently to myself, I was like, oh my God, I understand that extended belly. And you, my friend, are full of toxins. Of course, I did not say that. Oh my God, I would never say anything like that. But I did go on to educate about why probiotics are so important and promote regularity and help to keep our intestines clean. Okay, getting back to this product, we did include 10 different strains of probiotics, and that means it's going to benefit our upper and lower GI tract. Or maybe some of you use the terms small and large intestine, okay? That's so smart. Here we are trying to get access to some clean protein. We want to make sure we can use the amino acids that make up that protein, so we brought the digestive enzymes in. We also want to make sure that we're regular. You don't want to experience backup. And if any of you people have watched my videos before, you know that 90% of our immune cells are in the digestive tract. Okay? So anything we can do to keep the microflora and or probiotics active, alive, and high and working for us is really a vital part of health. Now, there's a side benefit to the combination of probiotics and digestive enzymes. Combined, they work together to neutralize acid. People who overproduce acid can be folks that experience acid reflux. Or maybe you just get yourself so gosh darn worked up that you start to spew some acid. I mean, it comes up, it's vile, you can taste it, it's nasty. I want you to think about what that acid is doing to the lining of your intestines, what it's doing to your esophagus. That's scary. For that reason, there is a huge boom in the antacid industry. Antacids are known as proton pump inhibitors. Okay? I know people, even family members, that have used antacids like candy because it seemed to be the only way they could get temporary relief from the acid that would occur after a meal. And for my friends who, get really stressed out, it was the only thing that would give them relief from the acid that started to churn up during their stress. That's really unhealthy, you guys. One of the things I wanted to say is that antacids, I don't care what kind you take, antacids cause an imbalance to the microflora in our gut. It allows the bad bacteria to proliferate, to grow, to colonize, and to take over. When somebody is taking antacids and they have created an imbalance to their probiotic profile, if you will, that person becomes more susceptible to intestinal infections like salmonella. All right? So please hear me when I say I understand why somebody wants to take an antacid. I have firsthand experience in watching my brother struggle. I mean, it scared me when he would wake up in the middle of the night because the acid, was released and coming up and causing him to choke and have a hard time breathing. That scared the crap out of me. And when I was in the industry, I certainly sent him, a chewable that combined probiotics and digestive enzymes. And he found that that was helpful. So please, be careful. If you're using antacids, please read the labels. They will always tell you not to exceed recommended amount, which oftentimes is 2. If you're chewing them up like candy, you're going to be in trouble down the road. So that's really important for me to share that. I've really watched a lot of people struggle. And when I can enlighten folks with the benefits of probiotics and digestive enzymes and their ability to help neutralize that acid, I feel compelled to do that. Okay, so let's do a quick little summary and then I'll let you get on with your day. I'm here, why? Because I wanted to let you know about a product called Weight Loss, and it is a protein powder. It doesn't clump. You're not going to have to chew the froth on the top of your drink. I like the sounds of that. And that's because it's really clean, because we didn't have to include all those fillers and binders. Second, it's 90 calories per serving. There's only 3 grams of carbohydrates, and it slides right into an existing ketogenic diet. Yay! What makes the product stand out in the industry is the fact that it does combine the digestive enzymes and the probiotics. So lots of benefits here for a variety of people. Whether you are a vegetarian who has transitioned to a plant-based diet, you need to make sure that you're combining your proteins appropriately and getting access to some of those vital amino acids. Again, if you are dieting like I am, or been told your cholesterol's high, I am looking for protein sources that don't give me that saturated fat and cholesterol. So this works for me. If you are a weekend warrior, if you are an elite athlete, you know how important the amino acids are, because you need them as part of recovery and rebuilding and building of muscle tissue. Okay, I love the product. It tastes fabulous. I'm most excited about the fact that we have, or we're smart enough to include digestive enzymes and probiotics in this formula. So I hope you got something out of what I shared today. I think all of you know that it's really important that I share. I don't care if it's a pair of shoes or, a type of clothing that helped me feel slimmer, or the day I find the products that do something about these wrinkles, you got to know I'm going to be talking about that. But today I focused on our weight loss product, the protein shake. And I do appreciate the time that you take to watch this video. So with that, thank you. And, if you think about it, say something nice to a stranger, say something nice to a friend, and say something nice to yourself. In today's world, we sure do need to spread the kindness, I think now more than ever. So again, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.